Okay, for this Mr. Cross tutorial, we're going to do a APA style sheet, but we're going to just start with just the cover page. APA is fairly complex, and I'm going to have to break this whole unit on APA and MLA down into several different videos, and so we're going to just start by making an APA cover sheet for a document. In this little unit, you're going to learn a couple new things. You're going to learn about headers and footers. You're going to learn about how to center, right, and left justify text. Okay, so those would be kind of some of the key things that we're going to do in this little segment. So APA varies differently. You're going to find that different professors want different things, and you're going to find that different places are going to have different requirements for the exact APA styling of their paper. But there is a guidebook, an ATA style guide, that kind of outlines exactly how it should really be. And I'm going to go the best I can off of some of that. And if you find that I do a couple things wrong, you're probably right, because there's so many different ways of doing it that not everybody's going to agree with it, and I understand that. Let's go ahead and start by doing a header for our paper. You're going to do that by going to View, Header and Footer. And when you do, it's going to outline the header and footer. And basically, the header and footer is always in your page, but you just may not have known it. And if you do View, Header, and Footer, it's going to do the little dash box so that you can actually see where your header is on your paper. Now, for the APA style guide, the header actually goes to the right, and it starts with the page number. And I always do this little handy trick. I go up to Insert, and I go down to Page Numbers, and then I tell it where I want it. Do I want it aligned to left, right, whatever the case may be? I'm going to just align it to the right there. And now I have my page number. The great part about that is every single page now will be numbered automatically. I won't have to enter the page number on any other pages. And then we'll give it a title. We'll call it APA Style Sheet. And basically, guys, I did that by right justifying my text. If I center my text, it's going to be in the center. If I left justify my text, it'll be the left. And I'm going to use the right justify. We'll get into the regular justified text later when we do columns. Alright, so this kind of gives us our basic header that an APA style sheet needs. It doesn't really need that much. This is kind of what it needs. From there, what I need to do is double click anywhere on the page to get out of that. And on the very next line, this is actually the first line within the margins of the paper, I need to type in a running head. And I type in running head, just like that. And my running head starts in all caps, so the entire running head is all capital letters. This is a shortened version of what would actually be printed if the paper was to be published. And so you type it all. I'm just going to type insert running head here, and I held my cap locks on there just because it all needs to be capitalized. Okay, about 3/4 of the way down the page now, you are going to need to do the paper title and your name, and then you're also going to want to do the affiliation. And this is where I find that different papers are going to disagree a lot. Some schools have had me put logos, some schools have had me put extra information about classes. This is really where you need to get with whoever's teaching and say, what exactly do you want on my cover page? It just saves you a lot of hassle to find that out in the beginning. What we're going to do is we're going to center our text. We're going to say paper title. In this case, it was APA style sheet. That was our paper title. This is our paper title. That's our paper title. And I want to do 2 spaces, name, 2 spaces, affiliation. Now, again, this can all change, and so if it does, don't freak out. You just need to kind of double check it. That is basically the APA style and cover sheet. One last thing we want to do, though, is hit enter one more time, and we're going to insert a page break. And we go to insert, and we're going to go down to break, and we're going to do a page break. What a page break is going to give me is that now my title page is done. It's going to go ahead and put me on page 2 of my paper. And you can see right here that my heading is always in. It's going to be on every single page, and it's got my automatically numbered page on there. If you want to see all the formatting that you did, you can use this paragraph tool, the show hide tool, and it will show you all the different times we hit enter, all the different times we did stuff, and it'll even show the page break there. That's important if you're trying to troubleshoot your document. In the next lesson, we'll get into more of the APA style, and I hope you enjoy it. Be sure to check out mrcross.org for more training videos.